say love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Set. 20.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
180.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Lock in, lock in.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Brandon Cooks, 85 yards. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll run it with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Push him back. Push him back. Block it.
Flacco from midfield. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met in.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now it's Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6.
Go! 180! 6, right there, 56. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go. Alert! 56. Hey, Haywood. Check 56. We own them.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Trubisky. It's complete to Diggs. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Trubisky now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Moore, 35 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hey, my 7.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Mike. 180. Do your job. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
He completes it to Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
On the ground, this is Johnson. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 38, Flacco. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. A first down carry here for Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. They find some open field here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 24 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Trubisky will throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Stephon Diggs, 44 yards. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. On first down, Flacco underneath for Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On first down, it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. Give him 42 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. One receiver left, that's Allen. Third and goal, Flacco. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Regular.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little... Over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Flacco now on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go pass again with Flacco. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Flacco will take to the air again. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
Roger, 5-0. Gun.
57, Mike 57. All day, just like
that. 5.
Once more, it's Flacco. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, fella.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Check.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second in inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They go to Johnson again. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. And got his man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
18.
Mike 56.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On third down, Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now Trubisky in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Go!
Now it's Trubisky. taken down. Back at his own 7. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's complete to Diggs. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. Help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Sanders, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Check 55, Mike. I got one. Alert.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He can run for it. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't. As Sanders has it poked free, and the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Behind that, Renee!
That's trash.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Don't get nervous.
On 2nd down now. Singletary. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Singletary again. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll run here with Singletary. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a